Hello folks. Well, I made this video just in case to see what it is. You see my previous video, and I haven't not got dislikes from South Korea, but only for the US. Yeah, about the free trade agreement between the US and South Korea. Well, this is more like unusual to an uncanny thing. Going to being supportive of American industry, and why not support? Even though basically, I never got an iPhone, but I wanted an iPhone. Waiting for the iPhone 6. Yeah, but they'll get it later. First of all, it is that U.S. corporations or whatever it is seeing that I don't like it to see lose against foreign competitors. I might get used to Japanese competitors, but if seen to mock another competitor, whatever the product is, here you go, have it there. Yeah, there's always something. I remember this. I don't ride bikes, but bikes like motorcycles or something like that. But I'm saying this. At one time, S&T is a company based in Seoul, South Korea, were accusing Harley-Davidson for stealing the design of the V-Rod. They imitated a V-Rod, but I just saying, yeah, but what if it's a Hyundai brand? What if Hyundai is backed by General Motors? Then there'll be like big trouble for Harley-Davidson. That is going to be like more unemployment rate in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. This has led to the biggest unemployment rate in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And this, my friend, I could hear you people that want to protect our industry in that kind of field. V-Rod fans and everybody else that ride their Sportsters and all that stuff. This kind of free trade has led to the biggest unemployment rate, to this jobless rate in Milwaukee, to become, for the state of Wisconsin, right? Known for cheese, known for the Harley-Davidson brand. This kind of free trade agreement that I say I disagree, even though I have disagreed with this all the time, but this kind of free trade agreement will make Milwaukee to the number one city in America of unemployment, the unemployment capital city of America. That's how unemployment rate with the free trade agreement with South Korea and the US will make Milwaukee to number one in unemployment rate. Why is that? It's because they have led competition. And what if that's a what if. This would be in a total dream if what it is a nightmare for some people. This is what it is. If you have seen this cruiser people, I'm a cruiser guy, right? I'm not a fast bike guy, but that's my style. That is just my style. I prefer cruisers instead of speed bikes. That if a company like I'm saying the Harley-Davidson brand, the company has been there since 1903. From 1903 to what is now 2013, 110 years of existence, even though back then in the AMF years, and I saw that, yeah, the AMF years, even though I read, there's a book about the brand, the AMF years, you know, it was like, okay, like that, but you know, then I hear rumors that, oh yeah, there's problems with that brand, and the Aquila is better quality than the V-Rod or whatsoever. Yeah, that's just bad rumors, and I just don't believe it. I don't believe. I just don't believe that a Korean company could make a superior product than HD. I believe that Hyosung or Hyundai could make a shitty product, and I qualify them as a shitty product compared to Harley-Davidson. You know, this is the standard quote. If it's for them to be as protective, they say, if it's made in Seoul, is garbage. If it's made in Milwaukee, is quality. I might say, if your motorcycle is made in Seoul, is garbage. If your motorcycle is made in Milwaukee, is quality. Point blank. That's just a new slogan for this kind of Korean-U.S. free trade agreement to protect their brand. That is, to protect the U.S. motorcycle industry. That's how it is. Oh, I see that if they can't do that, if Hyundai comes out with motorcycles, and then I hear that people are selling off their Harley-Davidsons and switching to Hyundai, even if it's make sports bikes, right? If they're switching to Hyundai, and then what it is that Harley-Davidson will goes down the drain little by little, even though not all of them are like, well, even the V-Rod, even if Hyundai makes something that's look like the V-Rod, even Hyosung comes out in public, they'll just like going down, and hear people testimony or complaints, and they're saying Hyundai makes a better bike, and that means that way there's a 100% chance for Harley-Davidson to go out of business with the free trade between the US and South Korea. There is a 100% chance. Yes, because it's true. Because if they find out and there's a lot of bad rumors or bad rap about, oh, the Harley-Davidson suck, Hyundai makes better bikes, and all this kind of rumality, praising a shitty brand over a better quality brand. I mean, I'm classified Hyundai for motorcycles and Harley-Davidson. That's it, you know, because that's what it is, and that's the slogan they have to use. If your bike is made in Seoul, it's garbage. If your bike is made in Milwaukee, it's quality. Point blank. That's the perfect slogan, because it is. So I would say that it is what it is. There's going to be a time that Hyundai could bring out motorcycles. Hyundai could make a motorcycle that looks like the V-Rod. And there's other ones that look like a Sportster, and then there's other ones that could copy from Buell and other European sports bike brands. Like, you know, be careful with that, you know. What will happen is that what will happen is they're gonna be a net loss, a lot of net loss. They're gonna see HD like it's worthless brand, and Hyundai will praise it like the new brand as quality. Well, HD won't go into junk investment, like junk, like it's garbage. And that's the truth. And that's what this kind of free trade will do. You know, I would say this: there is a 100% chance of Harley-Davidson going out of business. They're not going to be in existence as a company for this 110 years running, and then it's gonna be gone. It's gonna be like dead, a dead company, never existed, because Hyundai and probably Hyosung, if they commercialize their product, and even Kia, if they make bikes that killed the American industry, raise the unemployment. The Koreans will turn Milwaukee into the number one city. The Koreans will turn Milwaukee into the number one city in America of unemployment rate. That's how I see in this kind of thing. And this is why the slogan, if your motorcycle is made in Seoul, is garbage, and if it's made in Milwaukee, is quality, is the best slogan for that company when they have to face this type of crisis. If Hyundai outselling them and they losing net income and never increase profit. Yeah, even if it's for the V-Rod and nobody wants a V-Rod and all they want is the Hyosung imitate Aquila or Hyundai's V-Rod look-alike. That's it. But if they face that kind of fate, if they can't do nothing, probably in 10 years after the bankruptcy, or 5 or 10 years after the bankruptcy, all it is just a brand. It will be under the Polaris umbrella, like I said in the video where I disagree with the free trade agreement. It will be under the Polaris umbrella, just like the Indian, even Victory. This is another Polaris umbrella. That Harley-Davidson as a company no longer will be existed, but it's just going to be a company under the Polaris umbrella. That's it. That's what led the South Korean free trade agreement with the US. And that's it, folks. And what I mentioned is garbage, that's what it is. Other slogans like Harley-Davidson is made in USA equals quality. Made in Korea equals garbage. Korean worker is a sloppy worker. An American worker is a worker that works with pride. That's just the best slogans to Harley-Davidson tactics to attack the Korean brands. That's it. So, peace out everybody and goodbye.